from and be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick.
Imagine being able to build an app.
Gain on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession.
Your name on it just by thinking about it. Meat base 44.
Speed is so important because if y'all enjoy this content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all boys. That's all it. So before I get into this is 100% cheesy. I wouldn't do this for any dynasty that I'm playing, but it's good information to know. You know,
find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. In the pistol. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And man, this one getting off to a slow start, trying to get some points on the board, and the dreaded doink. And listen, points at a premium right now because nobody scored. But man, that was inches away from being really good. We're still tied 0-0.
That's caught. It's class. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy connection.
They'll go up top on second and short. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Here's the give off the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive.
Field. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Catch in the middle, it's Pettis. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air on first down. The screen, and watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Stepping to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bridges. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Farmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's the handoff. Finding an escape route. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man to the left. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now first and 10 from the 47. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
The offensive line and the hog mollies up front take a lot of the brunt, a lot of the blame, a lot of the time. That absolutely was not on them. The QB could not find anywhere to go with the football. Apparently they're running a new zone coverage with 75 guys in the back end because literally the man could not find anyone. Instead, got licked while he was throwing the football.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. One more snap coming before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it up to 20. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision.
All game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the pressure. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Give to the single back.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Rice. Fighting off the defender. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Bridges. Racing to the right. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're down 28-14, making it really important to put up some kind of score on this drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He throws one to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now he's got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. Maybe we want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback adapted. Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy. It's so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up first and 10 at the 19. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. What will they dial up? Out at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Phillips. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Punts it out of the air. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the...
Oh, he's got some space. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw again. Using his legs to buy some time. Got a first down. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Caught near the sticks. It's Meadows. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Powers through. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
He's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like anytime the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here. You're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice.
There he goes! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution. We get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Grab near the marker. It's Hayes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for 6. Picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They're testing the right side here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big running play. Gets it out to the 20 before he steps out of bounds. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.